I read 3 books in April. This is how I would rank them. I feel very silly making this video because I've seen other videos where people are like, I finished 11 books in April, here's what I think about them, and I've read 3. But I think it's a bit more realistic because I don't read loads. I feel like more people have read 3 books this month than people have read double figures this month, you know? Anyway, at number 3 is The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. Listen, it's a pretty quick and fun read, not a big book at all. It's parts horror, thriller, and also some classic sci-fi in there. Of course, it's H.G. Wells. He is a predominantly sci-fi writer. It was pretty good, it was pretty decent, but I'll be completely honest, it was one of those books where since finishing it, I just haven't really thought about it that much. But I would recommend picking it up if you like science fiction in any way. And also the fact that it's written, you know, 1900s horror science fiction, it's interesting to read just because of the time it was written. Speaking of things that are very interesting to read because of the time they are written, my number 2 for this month is The First Men on the Moon, also by H.G. Wells, because this was written, I think it was published in the year 1900, which was what, 60 years before we actually went to the moon. So seeing a writer like H.G. Wells speculate on these two characters in this film finding their own way to the moon, and then the secrets that the moon could hold 60 years before we actually go to the moon, it was just very fun. And also, it's just a very fun adventure book, if I'm being completely honest. And I would definitely recommend this if you're into science fiction at all and want to read a book written by an author who is a pillar in this genre. And my favorite book of the 3 I finished in April is Insomnia by Stephen King. I don't have the hardback cover because I lost it. Anyway, a man suffering from insomnia finds himself experiencing the supernatural. And whilst it isn't reaching the heights of some of my favorite Stephen King books that I've read so far, it still showcases King's fantastic skill in character writing, as even after I finished this book, maybe like maybe a week and a half ago, and I'm still thinking about the main protagonist, Ralph Roberts, and even characters like Bill McGovern, Lois Chase. I think the elderly cast of characters in this book are great. And also it had connections to the Dark Tower series, so I just loved reading that. It's just fun seeing words and phrases pop up in books that aren't actually Dark Tower books. Let me know which of the books you finished this month was your favorite.